Good time zone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Iodine. I'm your host, Benny. And today we're doing some writing. Woo! Hi Nathan. Welcome. I miss you too. Good luck on writing some police story. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to stream. Sorry I'm late. I'm just doing some laundry. And okay, so you might notice in my title there's a thing called the Pomodoro technique. Let's have ChatGPT 5.2 just came out, by the way. General purpose chat. Briefly describe the Pomodoro technique. So check this out.
The Pomodoro technique is a time management method where you work in short, focused intervals, typically 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. After completing 4 work intervals, called Pomodoros, you take a longer break of about 15 to 30 minutes. The goal is to improve focus, reduce burnout, and make large tasks feel more manageable by breaking work into clear, timed sessions.
Precisely. So yeah, the Pomodoro technique. I'll go ahead and start with the break, just so I can catch up with everybody in chat. But, so yeah, it's 5-minute breaks after 25-minute, 25-minute, focus sections. And I've been doing it for the past few days, and I gotta say, I am making a lot more progress than I have in a while. But yeah, in the 25 minutes, the working 25 minutes, I minimize all of my stuff. Minimize, my Discord and my I minimize chat and Discord. But yeah, so I won't really be responding in those 25-minute segments. I'm writing a special because I feel tight with time. Yeah. I hope you can get some progress on that. I see those posts you sent me in Discord about Valexis. It looks like a sci-fi character. Are you doing like a space sci-fi thing? Because that's cool. That's always cool. I always love space sci-fi stuff. It sounds kind of familiar, but from Police Story 4. I didn't think Planet Booyah. Dorkins. I see. Oh, speaking of, I'm gonna do some images of 3 main characters in this chapter. It's been causing my encoding to overload, so there might be some pauses, some brief bufferings. But let's see. I restarted my computer since then, so let's see if it has issues. This planet is similar to Earth, but they managed to destroy it. I see. Ooh. Well, it doesn't seem like it's having issues this time. So, no complaints. Sorry you're writing about Valexis. Okay. Yes, hot anime women. That's right. Okay. Special is full of throwbacks. Sweet, sweet. Always love a good throwback. Okay. So that was the 5-minute intro here. I'm going to go ahead and start my focus time for 25 minutes. I mean, feel free to continue chatting, but I I won't be getting back to you for another half hour. But yeah, let's get to work, shall we? Minimizing stuff now. All right, let's recap. Where did I start yesterday? I think this is what I wrote yesterday. So let's have a recap.
Welp, there's the official 2-week quarantine I was talking about, Trey said. A shiver ran down Naomi's spine. A few moments later, Naomi received a call from the captain. Have you had close contact with anybody since the incident in the exam room? Nia asked sternly. I came straight back to my room on the BOS like the doc told me to. I didn't interact with anyone on the way, but Trey arrived a little while ago and is currently here with me. I see. Nia grumbled. Her avatar mostly accurately portrayed the dismayed tone in her voice. Well, I suppose you two get to spend a bit of time with each other. I know you don't have much experience with our quarantine procedures, but they're going to be a bit more strict than usual. I suppose it's pretty serious? Naomi asked. We've dealt with serious before. I don't think this is anything we can't handle, we're just taking some extra precautions with this one. You both have BSIs, so I doubt you'll have any issues keeping yourselves entertained. We'll also make you well fed, but yeah, you guys are gonna have to tough it out alone for a little while. So, they think whatever was going on with that guy might be an infection? We don't have all the information yet, so it's really too early to tell, but if you or Trey start experiencing some eye irritation or begin seeing anything unusual, let Dr. Ibrahim know immediately. Yes, Captain, Naomi said. There was a short pause before Nia responded. I appreciate the respect and professionalism, but please, Naomi, you can just call me Nia. After ending the call, Naomi passed the information along to Trey who, again, didn't seem to be bothered by the information, but she did show some interest. I assume this all happened because you were able to get into that room, right? Trey asked. I imagine so. So, what did you see? I'm not sure I should say anything. Come on, don't be like that, Trey said, craning her head away from her invisible display to look at Naomi. Don't you think it's relevant to our current situation? Trey had a point, and Naomi was at a point in her life that she wasn't terribly concerned about blindly following orders anymore. Not that the policies and procedures for the BOS were anything like the kinds of orders she would have been given years ago. Considering our situation, I'm not really sure that you want to hear what I saw, Naomi said. Why not? Trey asked, setting the controller to the side. She was now even more interested. Is it pretty nasty? She gestured to her mechanical arm. I've seen some pretty disgusting and violent shit in my time. Okay, well, remember they said to be on the lookout for any eye irritation? Naomi asked, and Trey nodded. They were trying to examine a guy and he wasn't having it, kicking and screaming as they were trying to strap him down. But you didn't need to look very closely to see that the guy had scratched his own eyes out. Really? Trey asked. Naomi affirmed with a solemn nod. Sick. Trey's response wasn't what Naomi was expecting. Sick is exactly the right word to describe it. Naomi tried to insert a more serious tone to the conversation, but it didn't reach through to Trey. You wouldn't happen to have recorded it, did you? Trey was now leaning closer to Naomi with a grin growing on her face. What? No. Naomi said. There was a time when she would have recorded everything, but that time had passed years ago.
Alright, couple of things. Trey had a point, and Naomi was at a point in her life. Portal Fantasy Checklist. How can I rephrase? Naomi was at a point in her life that what am I looking for? What am I looking for? VLC. Naomi had reached a point where Naomi found herself in a place where Naomi was no longer concerned. Naomi was no longer terribly concerned about following orders anymore. Not that the policies and procedures for the boss were anything like the kinds of orders she would have been given years ago. Okay, there was a second thing. You wouldn't happen to have recorded it, did you? will remind you that I've seen some pretty disgusting and violent shit in my time. What? Oh.
Did you just fart?
What? No. Maybe I should have removed Naomi's cyber arms for these images. Because she'll be in digital. She'll be in a, digital thing with Trey. And she won't have her arms and legs represented as, mechanical versions in her, digital version. That time had passed. Even if I had, I wouldn't show you. Oh, damn. Trey snapped her fingers. With playful frustration. Are you one of those types that gets off on violence? No, not really. Just a morbid curiosity. You were not at all concerned that... Whoa, that one's weird. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one real quick. You're not at all concerned that this is something that might end up happening to us? Boo, 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 boo. I feel like we just listened to this, didn't we? Maybe I've just heard it so much that it sounds familiar. Oh, somebody's discording me. I'm not gonna look at it. Okay, something that might end up happening to us. It said, knowing full well the irony of her question. Oh well. Isn't hyphenated as it's not a standard compound modifier, okay. And, like I said, it's not really... not unfamiliar. To Thing. Pretty fucked up shit. Now, question. Example, she works with some really fucked up kids. Oh god. Ooh. Oh, God bless me. We'll fix it in post. You know what? That one feels like it doesn't need it. Okay. Not at all concerned that this is something that might have happening to us. Well, my BSI. Can block pain receptors. And I'm pretty damn sure that yours can too. Plus blues plus in my experience we've been pretty good at mitigating infection symptoms and whatnot. The medical team has been pretty good at mitigating infection symptoms and whatnot. Break time! Alright. Who sent me messages? Hey, it's Jay Souza. What is going on, buddy? And Shizumi. Wow. Let's do a little catch up. Okay, where did I leave you? Pew pew pew, I'm writing still so much nostalgia hits me now for remaking pictures of those characters that one day might appear again. Bertram Wolf. I definitely remember Bertram Wolf. You gave him a pretty good scar on his cheek. That's awesome. That looks good. Different time zone, different story. Nathan Book universe. I've proved that I can manage my universe so far. Hey, Jay. Ody's doing great. Let me check my old friend. Leave that writing. Should develop your brain a lot because you have to think. Come up with the right word for your instinct. Intuition. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the same thing. Hey, Shizumi, I'm doing alright. How are you doing? You're winning on Pokemon TCG Pocket. I've been wondering whether I should pick that up. Because I kind of, you know, I never really got into Pokemon cards when I was a kid. Obviously, I was there for the phenomenon, but I didn't really dive too deep into it myself. I never really had money to buy cards. But I had a few. And, but like, yeah, when the mobile games started coming out, there was like 2 of them that came out. I guess one is like a shorter version of the other or something. Oop, dog's barking. Hold on 1 second. You could hear Sasha. Yeah, she was just barking. We got a delivery. That's our little doorbell. Alright. Got a friend named Ody. He's from Australia. Like an actual guy named Ody? That's pretty cool. Actually, I think Ody, I have heard that name before. Is that the name of the dog in Rocco's Modern Life? Rocco's dog. Spunky is what the dog is named. Who is Ody? Ody? Ody. O-D-I-E. Oh, it's the dog in Garfield. Okay. My favorite is cool. Magic the Gathering is good, though. It's a low number and more about the effects. I kind of wanted to get into Magic as well, but... Is this your second day of Pomodoro? This is number 3, Shizumi. And it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Like, I did it 3 days this week. This is the 3 days. Wait, hold on. Both of you guys have dogs named Sasha? That's wild. Oh, you were saying same about something else. Bip, 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 bip. Okay. Glad to see there's some excitement going on in chat. But now I must leave you for 25 minutes. Okay. Let's do some work, shall we? minimizing all my messages. And we're off. Plus, in my experience, the medical team has been pretty good at mitigating infection symptoms and whatnot. So, for you guys writing out there, obviously I'm not going to see your responses just yet, but do you find yourself writing characters' dialogue that's basically just you? Just you, the way you talk? Like the characters are talking the way you talk? Because I find that I do that with... I mean, I've definitely felt that with other characters, but like with Trey here, I just feel like she talks just like me. I don't know why. Like, am I just doing like a subconscious self-insert into this story? In the beginning stages, when I like started conceptualizing this story years ago, decades ago, almost decades ago, Trey was a guy, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I basically just kind of finagle her to, she just seems like a woman to me. And whatnot. Also this, well, comma. Let's see how many times I've said well in this part. Well. It doesn't tell me in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like 5 of them are just well, comma. Pretty damn sure that yours can too, plus my experience. I'd like to see a transcript of everything that I've ever said. Maybe I don't, but I wonder how often I do that. I say, well, and then comma, something else. Oop, that's not the right font size. I don't know why it does this. I see. I see, Naomi said. In any case, he wants us to notify the doc if our eyes start feeling irritated. Or this one too, I suppose. I've been seeing that. Look at, there's two right here. I suppose. I suppose. But those are the only two in this part, so. I'm gonna change just this too. Is it pretty serious? But if you or Trey start experiencing some eye irritation or begin seeing anything unusual, let Dr. Abraham know immediately. Now, Naomi was not in the room when they were having the discussion about the guy's symptoms. And I don't think she would be able to determine that he was seeing this thing, even after he scratched out his own eyes. That he was able to see this thing, this light. Start seeing anything strange. Naomi's expressed Naomi's voice had a tinge of confusion. Strange, like what? Didn't say. What do you think? Like blurry? Does blurry vision count? Now, is Trey gonna make a drug reference? This is something I hadn't really considered. You know what? In a lot of earlier iterations when I was thinking about this character, I always considered them to be kind of an alcoholic a bit. So Trey stood up from the couch and walked to the kitchen area. As Trey spoke, he pulled a bottle of beer from the fridge. So though blurry vision isn't really that strange for me. She held up the bottle. She gestured with no. She held the bottle next to her face. Next to her face and winked at Naomi with a playful laugh. I used playful earlier, I think. Playful frustration. So, synonyms to playful. Playful synonym. Fun-loving, jolly, frisky. Frisky. Would that work with a frisky laugh? Does that just make her sound like she's horny? With a frisky laugh. I think that can just, you know, mean something non-innuendo or non-sexual innuendo. You know, just little naughty, like drinking beer is naughty. With a frisky laugh. It made Naomi smile. If only for a moment. Trey motioned with the beer toward Naomi, a nonverbal offer. Another thing that I think about frequently, starting paragraphs with the character's name. I feel like I do it very frequently. Let's see, what was the last paragraph that didn't start with a quote? Trey had a point. After ending the call, Naomi had her BSI. Only half an hour had passed. Okay. Wasn't much she could do as she spoke. See, okay, so I do still feel like I do it pretty frequently, but maybe it's not as frequently as I imagine it to be. Trey motion with the beer towards Naomi, a nonverbal offering toward her. Here. Verbal offer. Naomi was slow to accept. She was no stranger to alcohol. No stranger. Have I used that before? No, not in this part. She was no stranger to alcohol, but since she had been rescued, was hesitant to do anything. Biting substances. Anything requiring a modicum of trust. Having substances chief among them. Have known for a few weeks now. Been known Trey for a few weeks now, however. It was long enough to know that Trey wasn't the kind of person to she wasn't the kind of person to take advantage of someone under the influence. At least not with violent malintent. Malintent? Is that a thing? Malintent? Not malignant. No. Malintent. There we go. Having deliberate intention to do harm or evil. Sweet. I don't think I've ever heard that word before, but it makes sense that it would exist. Naomi accepted the offer. A warm smile grew across Trey's face. With the progress. Maybe not. A smile grew across Trey's face as she grabbed another beer. Then threw it at Naomi. While she was startled, she was able to reacted immediately. Alright. Reacted immediately, catching the bottle with perfect accuracy. I don't know if that really fits, but it's break time. 5 minutes. So, did anybody watch the Game Awards? I'm trying to bring up here that and that. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, when did I go on last one? Magic the Gathering. The grind is good, says Jay, because you play the more, but you need the full set. Talking about Magic, I think. Characters like I am, not sure. Shizumi says, yes, I guess I did write characters like I am, not sure though. I mean, there's part of me that thinks that it's impossible for a writer not to put themselves into every character that they write. Like, if you thought up a character, that's you putting yourself into that character. It's something that you understand. It's an emotions that you feel. It's, you know, basically it's your character. You created them, and you can't really create something without diving into your own memories and ideas, you know? So you kind of have to, like, put yourself into the characters that you write, I think. I found myself in watching a movie or series, imagining my characters in that situation. Yes, I do that a lot too, and I feel so much fun, but then I lose myself watching a movie and not knowing what happened and not writing. Yeah, I get that too, honestly. James is like me, beating criminals and shooting with revolver. Right. You can impersonate another persona to make the story have more personality of their own kind. I also play chess a bit. Give myself a chess set for Christmas. Ooh, nice. Is it very nice? You should post either pictures or like a link to the chess set in my Discord or in the chat. We stream tomorrow morning. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna stream. I don't know what I'm gonna stream though. Yeah, I saw your pictures of Bertram Wolf that you sent. They're pretty cool. Have a good night, Shizumi. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a good one. Yeah, have a good sleep. Okay, there was some music that played a little while ago that wasn't in the Dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. They're making a Nathan, you're into Total War. You've played a few of the Total War games, right? Total War Rome. Well, just last night at the Game Awards, they announced Warhammer 40,000 Total War. Oh man, I'm being honest, man. That looks awesome. Warhammer 40k Total War images. Total War Warhammer 40k. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Oh, dude, I didn't want to do that. I just want to view the open image. New tab. Look at that. Look at all those. I mean, you're gonna have lasers and explosions and... that just looks really cool. It's gonna be on, like, different planets, like, you know... it looks very cool. But now you'll have a total war in the grimdark future. How do you like that? Look at the ship. All right. Thank you, Nathan. It is time for the next sprint. And it's 4:20. Let's begin. Catching the bottle, perfect. She reacted. She caught the bottle with... Matching with accuracy. Yeah, I guess accuracy works. She caught the bottle with perfect accuracy. Jesus. Yummy said. Okay, so there's this joke that I always want to do. Like, people use, you know, Jesus Christ, like, all the time as a reaction to whatever. And, I just have this thing. I want to. I haven't had the opportunity to do it. But whenever somebody says that, Jesus Christ, I always want to say, of Nazareth? Just to make sure that we're talking about the same Jesus Christ. And not some other one. Oh, we got our Jesus Christs mixed up. It's just that, you know, like pointing out the obvious thing. Or like when you hear a giant explosion or a massive flash of light, and then you like look over to the person next to you and you're like, did you just see that? Did anybody else feel that? Jesus, Naomi shouted. Sorry. Just wanted to test reflexes. What if I hadn't caught it? Then I guess I would to clean up. Tray, walk back around to sit on the couch. It's not the first time I've broken bottle in here. It wouldn't be the first time. I went back to plop down. Next, it's time for Naomi to test her grip and articulation. By twisting the lid metal cap. Without crushing the glass in her hands. Again, she was able to complete the task without issue. She brought the beer to her lips. A sip. The taste of alcohol. Carbonated alcohol? And sensation. Carbonated alcohol wasn't something that Naomi expected that she would have missed, but when it hit her tongue, she couldn't help but... It's another name for moan. Moan, synonym. Make a long, low sound expressing physical or mental suffering or sexual pleasure. It's not sexual though, guys. Come on. Do, 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 do. Let out a small measured groan. Do 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 do. Okay, she couldn't help but let out a small pleasure groan. content. Showed that Ray wasn't hanging around. That in silence as Trey until Trey finished her beer. Naomi went back to fiddling with the machines on the table in front of her, and Trey browsed forums, social media, before long, Ray had finished her first beer. It was on her, and this time she returned to the couch. She sat closer to Naomi. Leaning against the arm of her. So out? She asked. She asked. Isn't that what we're currently doing? Here's another one of those times where I want to say, well. Or I suppose. Isn't exactly the kind of hang out I was referring to. Ray pointed to the back of her neck. If Naomi was hesitant to accept a beer from someone, she certainly wasn't ready to connect with another person through their PSI. Sasha. She certainly wasn't ready to connect to another person through the BSI. It was something she was never always been. $15. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna call it for the Pomodoro technique for now. And I think I'm going to call it for writing, but in the last few minutes, let's hang out a bit, shall we? What's going on now? Item, woof woof. Watching A-Team and I love it. Lorenzo Bellavita, sweet. Sky and Paramount, so you have Nickelodeon shows. Are you going to start watching SpongeBob? His Croatian and Serbian, which is great. That is great, man. Even better than Netflix. Like, oh my god, your heart's temperature. He would say something like, oh, thank you. You're really liking Michael Scott on The Office? Yeah, man. So are you like making new updated versions of your character portraits? That's kind of what it looks like. Like the second ones look much higher detail, you know? Okay. Save that. Close that. And I'm gonna play a game. The game that I'm gonna play is Rogue. No, I'm not playing Balatro. I'm playing Rogue. Let me switch to my files found. So new game. Let's bring on the graphics. Look at those high-res graphics. Never seen anything like it. Okay, so I am this little dude down here, and I am in a dungeon, and I walk around. I just picked up a piece of banded mail. And it's level 15, but I'm only strength 12. This game is based on Rogue, a classic game from like the 80s or even earlier. A text-based game, much like this version. You know, there's a J for Jackal, and you're an @ sign, and there's a K. But I like playing with the graphics. Oh, this is much more how the original looked, with just like you know, keyboard letters for everything. I'll play with the graphics on. But yeah, it's randomly generated dungeons. I'm fighting this wolf, and I just killed the jackal. Oh, there's a kobold. Just killed him. Alright. And as I explore, it you know, uncovers more of the dungeon, and I find more items. This is U staff. I don't know what the U staff does yet. I'll use it on the next enemy that I see, if I remember. And I'm collecting all these little items. Like this one right here is a scroll entitled Flinlofa Gerblodo. I don't know what that means either. Basically, I don't know what any of these scrolls or potions or like a lot of these items, I don't know what they're gonna do until I actually use them. And some of them can be, I mean, a lot of them are really helpful, or all of them are really helpful in different situations. But like, for example, potions, or I'll just use the example of these scrolls. Sometimes the scrolls are like a scroll of identification, and it helps me identify like a potion or a magic item or something. But sometimes it'll do something like it's a scroll of summon monsters, and so it'll just summon like a bunch of monsters right next to me that immediately just want to kill me. Or this gray potion here. This gray potion could be a potion of strength. It can make me stronger, so I can use better items, or you know, deal more damage to enemies or whatnot. Let me just search this room. There's nothing in that room. So, you know, it can be a potion that makes me stronger, but it can also be a potion of like fire, a potion of fire. And so if you drink it, it just causes you to combust in fire. But if you throw it, it's kind of like a bomb. It'll explode into fire. So you don't necessarily want to drink it, but you don't necessarily know what it's going to do until you do drink it, or, you know, whatever. Just killed a rat. And let's go grab this scroll. D&D game that's actually good. Yeah, there's plenty. D&D is awesome, man. Even just the regular D&D is great. But this game actually is very much inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, so after you clear out a level, like I have here, or yeah, I mean, I guess you don't have to clear out a level, but somewhere on each level is a downward-facing staircase. And when you go down the staircase, you go to another level. And in this game, there's something like 24 different levels. And as you go further down, you'll find stronger monsters, and basically your goal is to get to the bottom floor and find this item called the Amulet of Yendar. And then you come back up all of the levels and you exit out of this door that you started here. And once you can do that, you beat the game. I have only ever gotten to like level 11 or 12 or something. I've never gotten all the way down because it gets very hard. Yeah, B.A. Baracus is played by Mr. T. Haven't you seen the A-Team before? I thought you already knew this. Defeated the kobold. Alright. Oop, there's a wolf. Let's kill him. And let's search for doors. Nope. But, this game is completely free, by the way. It runs on anything. There are even, like, online versions where you don't have to download the game. But just do a search for Brogue. B-R-O-G-U-E. And you can start playing yourself. There are mobile versions of it. It literally will work on any computer. Like, you know, these graphics are not very, very taxing. Most regular websites are harder on your computer than this game is. I used to play this a lot when I was at one of my jobs, call center job. Oop. That kobold scared me as I came through the door. Okay, here's a bloat. Now these bloats, ooh, he's hunting me. Come on. I'm gonna throw a dagger at it. It doesn't damage. Okay, so when you kill a bloat, it expands into gas. This gaseous caustic gas. And if you stand in it for too long, then I mean, it causes you damage anytime you stand in it, but it'll dissipate after a few turns here. Nothing in here except for some shadows. Okay, I need to go over here because I see a potion. Oh, I didn't take my potions when I got into this level. It's alright. Oop. Kill the kobold. Kill the kobold that didn't even know I was there. Kill this rat. Got another potion. Oh, kill these wolves. Alright. Now, let's go all the way up here. And then we're going to go to the next level. And first, I'm going to eat. I'm going to use these scrolls. I've got 2 scrolls. Emits a wave of unsettling purple radiation. It must have been a scroll of discord. Okay, so I have another one, but now, see, it says a scroll of discord. So now I know what that one does. But this one, I don't know. And I'm going to play that one. It was a scroll of remove curse. Your pack glows with a cleansing light, but nothing happens because I didn't have anything that had a curse on it. Now I'm gonna drink these potions. What does the gray potion do? Let's see. Ooh, a potion of detect magic. Awesome. Okay. So the potion of detect magic shows all of these are either potions or scrolls or maybe items. The red is malevolent magic, which means that it will do something harmful. And blue is benevolent, that will do something beneficial. And I can also see the ones in my inventory. So this mauve potion here, this one does something harmful. I don't know what. But this one, the aquamarine potion, does something good. So, ooh, it's a potion of telepathy. So now I can see all the creatures in the dungeon. That, yeah, every creature that's on this level of the dungeon. Or I can actually, it'll last. So if I go to another level, you know, until it runs out, I'll be able to see every, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's called Brogue, and I'll go ahead and send it to you on Discord. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Let's go to the menu and save and exit. Saved it. Brogue. So yeah, At this point, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe, and check out patreon.com/BennyKill709 or buymeacoffee.com/BennyKill709. Either of these places will allow you to support me, BennyKill709, or whatever the heck it is that I do here. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a good rest of your day.